Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I am here in the snow with set number 70788, Kopaka, Master of Ice. This is from LEGO Bionicle, and is released in 2015. It is ages 8 to 14, includes 97 pieces, includes one figure, one skull spider, and one golden mask. This set retails in the US for $20. Let's take a closer look at it now. Here's a look at the back of our box. On the back, it gets to show us some of the play features of the set, as well as an up-close version of the golden mask. On the bottom, it also shows a comic that relates the set. So inside of here, there's only one bag that holds all the pieces, and there are only a few extra pieces inside of here. Here's a quick look at our instructions. It's actually done in a long ways. It's pretty simple to follow. A lot of different steps and different things to attach to each other, but it is very concise and easy to understand. On the back, we get to see a one page for the piece count, a small picture of other Bionicle sets, a combo model which can be used with 70782 Protector of Ice, and a look at all 6 of the Toa sets. On the back, we also get to see the wind section. We only have 3 extra pieces in this set, and we actually get stickers in this one too. I'll show you those in just a minute. Here is our sticker sheet. The stickers have already been applied to the figure. And here we have our extra pieces, a simple friction pin, a pin with a stud on the end, and a bushing piece. So, let's take a closer look at our figure. Since I have this review done in the snow, you can't actually see that part of its legs are in the snow itself. It's kind of powdery today, so that's why it just kind of sunk in a little bit. We'll first take a look at our skull spider, which is simply a one piece for the main body, and then it has these little legs on the sides that are your basic claw pieces from the past. On the back, here's a look at it, and it has some clips on the back of here we can use with the Toa figure. Here's our golden mask in the set, and it is basically a pearl gold version of the mask that Kopaka is wearing. A very nice design though. Next, we'll take a look at our Kopaka figure. Here's a look at his feet that may be concealed by the snow. It's a little bit large on the kind of ankles or the lower legs in terms of the armor compared to the rest of him. I think it could have actually done well just with this part and not with the back on them. But it is good for concealment on the back, so it's not too bony looking. On the back, you can see his gear function, which is a series of knob gears, and moves only one of his arms up and down. There's even some friction inside of there with some smaller gears so that it can hold the pose when you tilt the arm up. That's very helpful for different pictures and video. You can also move it just by the ball joint on the arm itself without having to move the gear. Here is a look at Kopaka from the front, and on these 2 armor pieces there are the stickers attached I mentioned before. Yet there is one printed piece that is in this set. It is the chest plate in pearl gold. I'm not really sure why they insisted on one part having stickers and another part having a print, but it was a nice little compromise, and the stickers aren't too hard to put on. Here's a look again at the spear he has, and you can see how that moves. It's actually made with some nice pieces, although you can't actually keep the spear as its own large assembly separate because of the way it's designed. You'd need to have an additional piece to put inside of there to keep it all as one staff, separate from the Toa if you're not holding it. It has a nice piece that reflects back to 2003 Bionicle on the end of the spear, and it has a more modern frosted piece on this this little attachment on the side. That same frosted piece is also used on 2 parts of the shield, which is a nice design and has some good use in the set, except for the fact that it's hard to pose with. Not just for the size, but how it's attached onto Kopaka's arm. The pin is shown right here that attaches the shield to it, which is simple and nice to move around. But in terms of posing, it gives the arm a little hard time with moving. You pretty much have awkward positions for holding the hand in order to make the shield move in different directions. That's the only flaw I could really say about this set, except for the other one I mentioned earlier with the ankle armor. The armor on top of his shoulders is not too hard to maneuver. It's easy to move around for different poses and doesn't really interfere too much with the play of the set. You can move it back a little bit to get more mobility with the arms and maybe even create some different poses for it. Perhaps this one would be more relaxed and this one will be a little bit more constrained. But it still moves very easily. Like the other Toa and protectors, Kopaka has a mask removing feature behind its head. You have a translucent piece used back here for lighting up the eyes, which is a nice effect that's been around since the first Bionicle series. But simply you tap on that back piece and it'll release the mask from the head. The mask stays on well if you want it to, and comes off easy when you want it to as well. We can use our skull spider, which has a similar attachment on the back of it, as we saw earlier, to put it on to Kopaka as if it's controlling the Toa. It's easy to fit on there once you have the shoulders moved back a little bit, and the claws wrapped around it really give a sense of control. The last play feature with Kopaka is that you can take off his shield, split the parts, and make them into some snow skis. It's actually a pretty cool idea. It kind of goes along with an earlier version of Kopaka where he had skis on the bottom of his feet, and also just fits along with his environment. Overall, I think this is a great set. There are only a few things I found wrong with it, but I think the overall posability and function and style of it is really well pulled off for 2015 Bionicle Kopaka. The only problems I had were the things I mentioned earlier about moving the shoulders a little bit, the somewhat bulky legs on the bottom, and the ability to not have the spear as its own one giant tool separated from the figure. Also that and the posability of the shield when it's attached to his hand. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to stick around for more LEGO Bionicle reviews and more LEGO set reviews from 2015. We'll see you next time.